bass.
Are you sampling right now?
No, I'm just saying like.
Turns out you can learn a lot about someone from what's in their shopping cart. And today we're running errands with the beat conductor of Bangalore who mixes sounds from the past and the future, presenting Sakré.
Hi. Part and parcel. No? My very good friend Galat Aadmi. Yeah, what was the question? And I only eat mango. What do you call it? Tarbooj? Hybrid mangoes. What apples are these? This can hold my AirPods.
What was your first spark? When did music become more than just background noise for you?
First spark.
Spark.
Spark. Okay. I think I was around 9-10 years old. I used to be very active in the church scene that time. Like as kids, we used to go to Sunday school, songs, music all the time. Then I used to see people play music, and I was like, wow, I also want to learn to play an instrument. That's when I picked up the piano. Then few months into it, I was already doing quite a bit. That's when I realized it's something that I think I need to continue doing.
How did you first discover Ilayaraja? What is your personal story behind loving Ilayaraja so much?
Now I have listened to Ilayaraja's songs growing up without knowing that it is him. It's only much later in life that I actually started deep diving into his music. The reason why I kind of picked a lot of Raja songs, his sound, he had a very, very distinct sound unlike anybody else. In the 80s, in the South Indian cinema, I believe that he kind of defined the sound for South Indian cinema music. Growing up, we used to listen to Kannada songs, right? Like Joteyali, Joteyali, Santosh and all of that, which had not just the melody, they also had legit bass parts, legit drum parts, legit harmony arranged. Only Raja could do it then.
So we know that you use the SP44 in all of your music.
Yeah.
Do you have any rituals or must-haves for making music on a day?
SP44, again, it's a little portable device, right? I picked it up because I wanted to be able to sit anywhere and then kind of keep doing stuff, because sometimes I feel like just sitting in the studio around the same four walls can be a little monotonous. I kind of picked it up with a hope that I'll be able to sample anything and everything, but I didn't actually. I realized that machine itself has a particular character. While I was also researching about producing using samples to sample some chutney. So kind of started thinking on the lines of cinema music, because I also thought, okay, I need a catalyst for sampling. Now, the art of sampling is anything that you hear can be turned into music. That's the whole art of using sampling as the method. I made film music as my theme. It has this essence of nostalgia, and I also believe that film music is as much as a part of our music history as much as classical music is, right? Then I take a phrase, put it on the SP, I kind of chop it. That's the workflow. You chop that sample and then you rearrange it.
Speaking of season, you have a track named Shame Has No Season. What is your favorite season for fruits and veggies?
So, Shame Has No Season was done in collaboration with my very good friend Galat Aadmi. He wrote that track. Then we kind of produced it. Yeah, what was the question?
What's your favorite season for fruits and veggies?
Yeah, my favorite season is, of course, mango, right? And I only eat mango. I don't think there's any other type of fruit than mango. There are mangoes. There is no mangoes. Is this? No, this is not.
Mangoes is only summer.
Hybrid mangoes. And also take this juicer, make lime juice.
Apart from the 404, is there anything else, like any software?
My philosophy of production has been with the SP404, keeping it as a center. I've been a music producer for more than a decade, mostly producing for other artists, films and all of that. That is a very extensive production. We usually go too many tracks. So with my music, I wanted to keep it how we used to do things back in the day when tools were limited. So my songs are usually 4 tracks or more, which is a typical tape machine kind of workflow. Along with the SP44, I also try to use as many real synthesizers that I have in my collection, analog stuff. So I have a synth called as the OP1. Then there's one particular synth called as the Model D, with which I mostly do my bass line. And then I have one Yamaha YC stage keyboard. It has great electric pianos. I try to utilize things that I physically have, which has also helped me not to get lost in a sea of options which usually softwares like Ableton and Logic Pro give you. Having said that, I also produce on Logic Pro. Even when I produce on Logic Pro, I plug in these real instruments and record.
Is there any one sound that you hate?
I quite dislike people honking. Honking to me also represents the sound of frustrated souls. Like, people honk as a result of frustration in a hope that they would actually make the traffic disappear. So it's a very cry for help kind of a thing. So many people honking, it's like so many people are crying for help. I kind of quite dislike it.
What's your favorite song to do errands with?
Oh, favorite track to run errands with. I keep listening to a lot of different kinds of music. Of late, I am listening to this one violinist called Jean-Luc Ponty. Late 70s, early 80s, rock jazz fusion violinist. I've been listening to him a lot. I'm kind of listening to that music almost all the time.
So when you shop for a track, what is the first ingredient that you go for? Bassline, sample, groove?
Usually when what apples are these? I think I'll try this. No harm in trying it. Okay, so for me, groove, the beat comes first, and then I try to do things around the beat. If it is not the beat, I usually look at the harmonic content of the sample, then on top comes the melody.
Have you ever drawn from non-musical sources to make your sound?
From a sampling point of view, okay, I kind of did this streak of South Indian cinema music. I'm still writing some music around that. Of late, I'm also keeping my ears open for a lot of different kind of sounds. Very recently, I did this project called as Bangalore Sonic Archive. This was actually done for one organization called Hull Circle Avenue. They are from Dubai. Wow, they have a 57 key electronic keyboard. This is something that I grew up playing, like something like this. Let's say so I did this project with Hull Circle Avenue. Bangalore Sonic Archives was a project about me taking sounds that remind me of that I feel is a good representation of the place. It was a social media project. It was there only for a week. Then they kind of archive it. 895 rupees for that piano toy. Nice.